Hello, hello, and welcome to another video on my basic build series. I'm your host, Blends. Let's get started. Alright, today's episode, we're going to show you how to build this machine here. This is the zombie villager converter. It's going to take your villagers, turn them into zombies, and then bring them over this way where you're going to be able to cure them. And once they're cured, they're going to pop back over here, and you're going to be able to select a job site for them. Let's show you how it works real quick. Hit that button. The minecart will pick up the zombie, the villager, bring him over here to the zombie. The zombie's going to have a diamond sword on him with some enchantments to make it go a little bit quicker. But once he turns into a zombie villager, we'll show you what happens next. Keep in mind, this only works 100% of the time on hard difficulty. If it's anything less than hard, sometimes your villager will just die and disappear. Okay, here he goes. He's going to come over this way. He's going to stop there, where when you're inside here, you can actually just come down here. Gotta start floating. There we go. Come over here, grab your splash potion of weakness, throw it at him. Go over here, grab an apple. Golden apple, that is. Give it to him. And he's going to turn into a zombie or a regular villager again in just a few minutes. Alright, once he pops down there, after he changes over, he's going to eject that minecart. It's going to carry him right over to here. And this is a spot where you can change his profession. And you notice that when he gets his profession, you're going to get a big discount on there because you have saved him from being a zombie. Okay, one thing I almost forgot to mention is when you go to assign him a job site, make sure he has no other workstations anywhere near him that he can get to. They either need to be, I believe it's at least 48 blocks away. Don't quote me on that though. Or he just make it so he can't actually pathfind to any other work site. Okay, one more thing. This is a directional build, so if you need to build it, you'd either have to have the wall where you cure them facing either north or west. If you do it the other way, it's not going to work out because this block right here is actually going to rotate positions once you put the redstone in there. But yeah, you've got to have it either facing this way or this way because it naturally wants to go the correct version. If you do it the other way, it actually turns it around this way. Instead of curving that way, it curves back like this every time the redstone block. So you either have to face, this thing either north or west. No other directions will work. Okay, in order to build this, you're going to need these supplies here. 3 chests, 4 hoppers, 2 buttons, 7 redstone blocks, 20 powered rails, 2 sticky pistons, 13 regular rails, 2 dispensers, 19 pieces of redstone dust, 3 pieces of glass, 1 observer, a couple of tripwire hooks, a couple of strings, 1 piece of sand, 1 cactus, a redstone repeater, a whole bunch of building blocks, whatever kind you want to choose. I think it just depends on how you want to decorate it. You're going to need some villagers, probably a villager breeder just to make this a lot easier on yourself. You're going to need some work sites or work site blocks. You're going to need a bunch of minecarts, and you need a diamond sword with your zombie. You are going to need a bit of space on this. This room here is basically a 5x5. You can kind of cut it off here. So yeah, build your space out. You're going to need probably 3 or 4 blocks depending on where you're at all the way around it, and you're going to also have to go 2 to 3 blocks below it depending on how you want to build it. Okay, so you're going to have your 5x5 area like this, and you can have walls all the way around it. And what you're going to do is just put in walls around this. You're going to leave a hole right there. Whoops. Go 3 high. And you leave a hole right there and go 3 high. And leave a hole right here and go 3 high. Now this is the side that we're going to have them change jobs. So we're going to go ahead and break that right now. I'm going to put a spot right there for it. That way you can continue to place the blocks on there, the workstations on there for them. And then we're just going to go ahead and put a workstation in right there for now. All right, go and put your glass in that hole right there. That's where you're going to make sure that you actually have some villagers to cure. You're going to put a button right there and a button right here. Now, if you want to, these can be walls right here like I have over that way. I just built it out like this just to show you that you can build it like this here. All right, and if you want to, I like to put my chests in the ground, so I'm just going to go ahead and put a couple of chests right down here for now. You can obviously keep them wherever you please, but I kind of like them in the ground just they're out of the way. All right, now let's figure out how to get our villagers in here. So when you're doing a village breeder, you need to drop them off right in here so they're actually standing on this block here. But before you bring them in there, you need to build up the little system that's going to transport them over. So let's do that real quick. To do that, you're going to come out here like that. You're going to break that block, and then underneath here, you're going to go out just a couple like that. And what you need to do is grab yourself a dispenser, not a dropper. You put your dispenser right there. You're going to grab a couple of powered rails, not activator rails, powered rails, and put them here and here and here, and then another one right here. That's going to shoot out the minecart, and it's going to go up here. It's going to grab the villager and bring it down this way. Now you need to get yourself some glass. If you don't put glass here, it's not going to work out well because your villagers are going to take a little extra damage, and if they've already taken any damage, they're going to die that way. but it's needed here. It's not needed here, but you can if you want to. I'm going to go ahead and do it in stone, or andesite actually. I'm going to do it there, and then you can build it up here. So your villagers are basically just going to drop in right down that hole there. All right, right above this one, that's where your button is on the other side, which is going to be, break these just so you can see it a little easier. It's going to be right there. And what you need to do is build this out a little bit. You can put that down that way. Whoops. Another one right there. Another one over here, just like that. And then there we go. So you're going to grab yourself your redstone and a repeater. And you can put redstone here, 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 and then a repeater into this one, just like that. Now you can go ahead and fill this one up with some mine carts. Now, if you want to do this so it's a lot easier, you can go ahead and put a chest right here and just fill that up with the mine carts, and just you can kind of block this off like that wall like we talked about earlier. That's definitely one way to do it. If you want to, you can go ahead and put a block there and there just to make it look like from this side it's all blocked off nice. So you just add your mine carts in here. Let me grab some of those and fill it up real quick. All right, you start putting your mine carts in there, and that's going to automatically fill up your dispenser and the hopper right above it. All right, now it's not going to run out of mine carts, so you can easily see if you have enough in there. All right, if you want to power it with these redstone blocks, you can do it like this. You can just put one underneath there and one underneath there instead. Otherwise, you can just use like redstone torches or levers or whatever you want to do. But once you've got that done, you're going to go ahead and bring this out one and then up here. And this is the part where you got to actually change it over, or trick your carts to, or your rails to work the way you want it to. So you're going to put a powered rail right there. You're going to get some regular rails. You're going to put a regular rail here and here. That way it turns this way. And now you need this one to connect and actually shove the minecart this way. So what's going to happen is when they come out of there, the minecart's going to go right here and it's going to stop. And then when you power that rail, it's actually going to go off this way. Now your zombie is going to be sitting right here. So this is where your zombie is going to be. And you need to put a cactus right underneath it. So what you got to do... Okay, start that over. Okay, when you got this part all set up, you're going to have your zombie actually facing right there, or standing right there, and you got to put a cactus right next to it. So I go underneath, just like that. You're going to grab some sand. There we go. Put sand there and another cactus there. And then on top of that, I like to put another block. Whoops. On top of that, I like to put another block, just whatever block, just so it can't grow anymore. All right, so your zombie is going to be standing right here. So you got to make sure that the zombie can't get out. And then it's also covered from the sun, so you don't, because you don't want it to burn. All right, next to this, you're going to put down blocks right here. And then this one, you're going to put a redstone block. And then on top of that, you're going to be putting a sticky piston. So let me grab one of those. So the sticky piston is going to be facing into that. So I've actually got to go up a couple, and then you're going to put it right here. Just like that. So it's a little air gap between that and the redstone block. And then you're going to be grabbing a string. You're going to put a string right here. That's the one that's above the zombie. It's going to be level with this piston right here. And then you need an observer. And the observer, you're going to just put directly on top of that. And then you need to put some blocks here just to block everything off here. And on top of that, you need to put redstone dust here and here. Now, when somebody goes in here and gets turned into a zombie villager, he's going to kind of pop up, and it's going to light that thing right there, and it's going to go just straight off that way. All right, once you've got all those in, you're going to come over here. You're going to put your regular block here. You're going to put a redstone block here, and then you're just going to put regular blocks on there. And then here, you're going to put one slab, and then some regular blocks back this way, just like that. Okay, once you've got that done, you're going to come under here on that that slab right there. Underneath it, you're going to put two blocks that are just temporary. You're going to get rid of those, and you're going to put a redstone block. Just go ahead and get rid of those. Behind there, you go ahead and put down another block, and then on top of that, facing this way, you're going to put a dispenser. Okay, once you got that, you can put a block on either side of this here, and then a block up like that, and then come out and one more block up, and then out and one more block up, just like that. Then you're going to grab your levers, or I'm sorry, your tripwire hooks and a string again. You're going to put a tripwire hook right there, and then put a string in between them. I can grab it right. There we go. All right, after it's looking like this, you need to grab a hopper and you're going to put hoppers directly into here. So this is where the cactus is. You need to put a hopper underneath that directly into the dispenser there. And then on top of that, you're going to put 2 more hoppers. So you're going to hold shift and point directly into them. And then you got to grab your rails again. You're going to put a powered rail here, a regular rail there, and a regular rail right there. Make sure you hold shift to get that in there. Then over here, you can put a regular rail and a regular rail, and then a regular rail on this side, and put some powered rails all along here. And then actually this one, I like to keep that one as a powered rail as well, just so that never loses power. I'm sorry. And then you put a regular rail there. So it's going to come over here and it's going to put the villager right here. And once they convert, they're going to drop down onto this. It's going to activate a rail, which we haven't put in yet. And then the minecart's going to get activated and it's going to pump it back right over this way, hit that cactus and go into the hopper and then right back into the dispenser. Okay, once you got it looking like this, you can go ahead and come around this side behind this block that the tripwire hook is on. You can put redstone all the way around the side here. And then into that hopper there, you're going to be putting some redstone. So you put your redstone all the way across here, right over to that way. And then come over here and hook it up right here. So you got going into that tripwire there. And then on the back side, you're going to put another block here, 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 and then just kind of build up a stair. You're going to put redstone dust 1, 2, 3, and 4 right here. And then right here, you're going to be putting another sticky piston. So grab that real quick. And you're going to put your sticky piston facing away from that redstone block right there. So it's going to actually activate it there. And you put a redstone block right there. Okay, when you're done with that, you come over to here. You're actually going to be putting a block right here. If you want to, you can just do this one, and then that one right there. Make sure not to put a block right next to the cactus or else it's going to break it. And then on top of here, you need to make sure that the zombie villager does not get burned by the fire or burned by the sun. So if you don't have a roof on this, you're going to need to put blocks all the way around here just to make sure that it doesn't die. Okay, once you've got that done, you're going to make the little place where your villager is going to stand right over here. So go ahead and build a couple blocks out there. You're going to come out here and just start going up. Oops. Go up 2, 3, and then come over 1 like that, and then up here like this. So you can get rid of these blocks if you don't want them there. Then you're going to grab some powered rails. You're going to go here, 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 and here, and then take regular rails and go here and here. Then you're going to take a powered rail here, and then a regular rail there, and then get your block again and bring the rail out this way. So it's facing off this way. Now this is where you can kind of take your villager, your cured villager with the right trade anywhere you want it to go. So I'm not going to build up anywhere past there. But then you want to take another rail and just put it right there. That way it'll go directly into that one there. Now what you got to do is come over here. You're going to put a couple blocks there, put redstone dust on both of those. What that's going to do is when you hit this button, it's actually going to power that rail down there. We'll get rid of this so you can see it. You're going to hit that button, that's going to power that rail. Now to get your zombie in there, you need to grab a couple of, this is the easiest way anyway. You're going to grab a couple of rails and put it right down this way, and then you're going to be bringing your zombie in from here. Make sure your zombie is covered all the way or has a hat on just so it doesn't get burned up by the sun. And then once you're over here, you're going to get rid of the powered rail there. Get rid of this one. You're going to put a rail there, and then get rid of that one. That way it's just going to push the zombie right over here. Once it hits that cactus, the minecart's going to break, and your zombie's going to be trapped in there because it thinks it can't walk on that rail there. Okay, once you got your zombie, put a couple pieces of glass there just so he can't get out that way, and then you're going to come over here and just bring him on in. Oops. There we go. And once he gets past this little part here, he's actually going to go straight. Ooh, I almost missed him. He's going to go straight into there, and when he comes out, he's going to pop out, and he's going to be right over there. Now, you have to get him over there a little bit farther, so you might have to take a little bit of damage, but you come in here and just kind of block him in there. And we'll put a block back there, and now he's trapped. Okay, go ahead and replace that block with the powered rail, and then put the redstone back, just like that. You can go ahead and get rid of all this. And then you got to get your villagers. So go ahead and have your villagers start coming into the little system here. I'm just going to put a few in here for now. Once they're in there, you can just come in here, make sure they got minecarts in there, get your potions and all that kind of stuff, your golden carrots. Go ahead and hit that button. It's going to grab one of those. It's going to push him right over here. He's going to start taking damage from that zombie. And remember, this is in hard mode, so they always turn into a zombie villager. All right, once he's converted, he'll flip back around this way. So you just stand here and wait for that to happen. You come in here, you hit him with the splash potion of weakness, give him a golden apple, and then you wait a few minutes. All right, I did forget one thing. You need to leave a block there, and then one on top of there and there. That way, when he falls down, he actually doesn't run away like that guy did, because he fell and landed on a different block there. So yeah, do that, please. Alright, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and feel free to leave a comment. See you later.